Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, world. Jay Chancellor here with a review on Boomerang, Season 1, Episode 6, Back in the Day. So, if you haven't checked it out yet, Boomerang is a continuance of the 1992 film Boomerang. It's a very good movie. Definitely check it out one day when you get the opportunity to. So, this episode starts off with Simone and Bryson having a conversation. Now, before they get in the conversation, there's this little background voice talking about Marcus Graham, which is Simone's father, and talking about breaking into the internet back in the 90s. It's completely different nowadays versus how it used to be back then. So they're having a conversation. Simone is trying to get in these organizations, and Bryson's asking her how she's gonna sell all these t-shirts, right? So one of the things that made me laugh is she was like, she's just gonna flirt with everybody to get them sold. A very interesting point. It definitely cracked me up. But that was that. One of the things that Bryson mentioned that she thought was a good idea was saying that they were pro-black shirts. So hopefully that helped her out her freshman year. Going into this, we have their friend coming up, and this scene, one of the things that caught my attention is this guy. I didn't catch his name, but he comes up and he talks to Bryson about going to class, and he mentioned that he was the first in his family to go to college, and he wasn't gonna fail them. I thought that was really cool and dope that he mentioned that, and that that enthusiasm to make it happen was there. So after that, we fast forward into sophomore year. The scene actually starts off with talking about writing a letter or a love song or some nature. I actually laughed that it was very interesting, knowing that I do write from time to time. So that was very funny. Now, I can't remember who said it, but one of the things that made me crack up during their sophomore year was a comment that someone likes smelling dirty drawers or something like that. It had me cracking up, but I think it is, in a sense, the way that they meant it. Well, the sense of endearment. So, very interesting. Once again, definitely check out Boomerang if you haven't. It is a great show. Definitely hope it gets greenlit for season 2. Alright, so in this episode, Simone, her sophomore year, is dating this rapper. Now, Bryson and Simone, their relationship hasn't, I guess, fizzled out the way that it should have during their sophomore year. So there was this whole thing that they had going on back and forth that was just really interesting and funny to actually see and hear how, going back to their college years, how their relationship has changed and grown. And it also kind of makes a little bit more sense seeing how the jealousy that is currently, or that was visible in episode 5, where it actually stems from. So then we go to this scene. I think they're still in their sophomore year or going into their junior year. They're at this club, and Bryson's friend is a bouncer. So he's at this door, and it happens to be gay night at the club, right? So this guy walks up trying to get in the club, and I guess in a sense he was flirting with Bryson's friend. Dude told him to get lost. They actually kept talking. The guy didn't have a ride home, who was trying to get into the club, so he gave him a ride. They had some conversations, and at the end they actually kissed. Now, Bryson's friend, from my understanding and from the way that the scene was portrayed, had never been with the guy. So it was very interesting to see that conversation happen and to see how it played out in the long run. Now, very interesting, at the end of that scene, Bryson's friend had this moment where he enjoyed it, it seemed like, but he was a little bit confused when it came to the situation, if that makes sense at all. Alright. Wow, what happens after that? So Bryson ends up looking for Simone at the club. Simone pulls up with her rapper friend that she's dating. Once again, you actually see that, I guess, jealousy that we saw in episode 5, where it actually stems from. So Simone got drunk that night, and her and Bryson actually ended up having a conversation. That is all for Boomerang Season 1, Episode 6, Back in the Day. Definitely check it out if you have not. Jay Chancellor signing off. Have a great day.